Welcome people of YouTube, Jack Gash here again today. Thank you for joining me and thank you for clicking on this video. Do something for your future by cutting and letting go of your past. What an important video to make, what an important thing to talk about in today's culture, in today's society, in you as the individual watching this video. What an important thing to try and get you to think about today. Now, if you aren't doing, then you should be doing. We have a limited source and a limited time in this life, in this process called life. So you should be focusing on your future. You should be trying to kind of give yourself some form of direction, because don't let life become aimlessly. At least, focus on experience and try new things if you have no form of direction. At least give yourself the opportunity to open and broaden your horizons with new things to try or new experiences to have. Don't just limit yourself to, becoming a routine and becoming a pattern. It's not what you want to do. You're a limitless source of energy. You're a limitless source of possibility. So don't become just one possibility. Allow yourself to become multiple possibilities, multiple things that you can do and try. So with that being said, we've tried multiple things of getting experience. You may come up with some form of direction because you've figured out what your likes and dislikes are. You've understood what means the most to you and what will mean the most to your future. So moving forward, you have got some form of direction towards your future. But the only way you can move towards your future is by letting go of your past. Now, thinking in terms of this present moment right now, watching this video, what are the things that are inhibiting you from moving towards your future? What are the things that you are not letting go of? What are the things that are reimbursing and regurgitating themselves in your present that are from your past? This can be from trauma. This can be from a multitude of things. But what is stopping you from being a better individual or moving towards your future or getting that next goal, moving towards that next step? What are the things that are preventing you? Because what people do is in life, we look externally for the answers all the time. We're constantly looking for the answer. We're searching, we're reading, we're trying to digest or claw away, try and find some sort of epiphany that will help us through our problems. And yes, obviously in life, people have written books with the problems that we may have, and they have gone through the same shit we have. So it is good to read, it is good to source information, but truly the only person who can make any form of difference to your life is you. Nobody else. Nobody else can do anything for you, because it's you who wakes up every day in this body who decides what they're doing, who decides what action they take, who decides how they're going to live today. So moving into your future, let go of your past. It's such an important process. It has so much healing involved. It has so much growth involved, because we allow our past to define who we are today. We allow our past to affect us on a daily basis. I know some people in life who are 50, 60 still talking about how something happened in their childhood affects them today. Ask yourself, is what you're doing healthy? Is your brain and your memory working for you, or is it working against you? Memory is a wonderful thing. We go through many experiences in life, and through them experiences we learn valuable lessons, and we need to make sure these lessons are integrated in making us a better individual for what we want to do. Or what is the point of the process? This is how you gain more intelligence. If you become a victim in life of everything that's ever happened to you, you will never get anywhere. You'll never get nowhere, because everything that ever happens to you is because you're victimized, because it's not my fault, or, X, Y, and Z. Don't victimize yourself. Never become a victim. Life is hard. Life is tough. Life is suffering. That is the point and the process. Think of the lion and the gazelle. The lion catches the gazelle, the gazelle's in suffering, it's a bad day for the gazelle's family. They wake up tomorrow and the process carries on. The lion may not catch the gazelle tomorrow. You know, you've got to look at life in the broader perspective. We are surrounded by life and death constantly. And if that isn't inspiring you to look towards your future and what means the most to you, then you need to start asking yourself these questions. Life is a growth and a process. You are born as a seed and you grow into an organism that has a limited time on this planet. It has a limited source of energy because there's only so much we can do with this body. And it's all depending on how you look after yourself. It's all depending on how you treat yourself and how you feed this fuel and this organism determines the lifespan that you're going to have. Realise that don't waste this opportunity. Don't waste this time. You can't spend days focusing on suffering. Suffering is a part of the process. You have to become a little bit hard to suffering. You know, it's important to feel your emotions. It's important to experience life and everything it has to offer. With emotions are beautiful. They tell us how our body's feeling. They tell us how our soul and our spirit's feeling. Are we feeling good or bad? You know, emotions are important. But are emotions temporary? Emotions are temporary. Are they permanent? Have you ever experienced emotions for months upon months upon months? No, because you're really sad one day, but all of a sudden you go to the shop and there's a little cute dog with big flappy ears wagging its tail at you and you feel happy again. You know, emotions change. Everything's going through flux. So don't grip onto the past and hold on to it and make sure you live through it and that identifies who you are. Don't do that to yourself because you're preventing the new self coming. You're preventing the new change coming. You're preventing the new personality coming, the new you coming, because you're constantly holding on what you've allowed to define who you are as an identity. You know, it's good to not hold on to identities. It's good to allow yourself to change. What your likes and dislikes change. You know, move forwards into your future by letting go of your past. And your past is yesterday. It's not years ago. It's yesterday. Yesterday has happened. It has gone. You've probably learnt valuable lessons from yesterday, but you can't experience yesterday today. And I hope we wake up tomorrow, because you never know what the chances might be, but when we wake up tomorrow, today will be history again. And this is how life works in a process. This is how you're experiencing your life in almost a more slowed down time, because you're experiencing life day by day rather than month, week, year. This happened, that happened when I was a child. You know, all this memory that you compound into your brain can sometimes be too much. And this is where mental issues come in. This is where mental health comes in, because we constantly crowd our mind. We don't allow ourselves time to just be. We have to be thinking about something. We have to be watching for danger. We have to make sure that situations that have happened before don't happen again and protect ourselves. You know, it's a constant barrage of engagement and trying to control life, when really all you have to do is try and control yourself. It's not about controlling everything around you or people around you or situations around you. It's about formulating some form of stability within yourself. That is how you will create the life that you want. As I always say on this channel, peace and love to anybody watching this. Make sure you're taking it easy. Make sure you're letting go of your past. And make sure you're thinking that your future is going to be bright and wonderful. Because if you don't, it won't. Hey! See you next time.